our meeting to order. This is a work session of the Mayor Borough Council. Mayor Borough Council of the Borough of Seaside, Park County, Ocean State of New Jersey, held on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, advertised for 7 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting the notice of the meeting for publication in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 3rd, 2025. Notice of the meeting of the governing body also has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilmember Anfield?
Here.
Councilmember Condos?
Here.
Councilmember Connor?
Here.
Councilmember Kraft?
Here.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Here.
Council President Wilk?
Here.
Mayor Pearson?
Here.
Thank you.
We have several items which I know everyone will hope are quick, and I think they are quick because we have a lot of business to attend to momentarily at the regular meeting, and those items include item A is discussion of a potential ordinance to establish an effective date for tax refunds for disabled veterans, and that appears something would be appropriate to refer to our attorney's office, and it comes about with some input from the assessor as well as our tax collector, background from some other municipalities as to establishing a date and an ordinance. Anybody have any other input or questions, comments at this time?
No, Mayor. Is it the favor of the governing body for us to look into doing the draft ordinance?
Do you think
Yes.
I don't think so. I mean, I heard
Very
the alarm was behind.
Okay, excellent.
Perfect.
And the second item is discussion concerning authorization for bid for cell tower lease. That's listed for consideration this evening as Resolution 2025-171 at the regular meeting. And that lease being up, this would follow the general format as per the other leases which have recently come due with input from Steve's office already having been obtained. Any questions or comments on that one? That's on as a resolution of the regular meeting. Hearing none, the third is discussion for authorization for a downward change order for water sewer main replacement Phase 3B project. That too is listed for consideration momentarily at the regular meeting. It's Resolution 2025-172, and this is good news, as is not always the case, with a change order in a downward way, less outlay, less monies to be expended by the town, having been considered by the engineer's office as well.
Yeah, especially it's $225,000.
Considerable savings, yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
Anything else on that one?
Okay.
And the fourth one is discussion. We have a student who's with the MATES program named Morgan Zielinski, and she is spearheading a group concerning notices and warning its protection for the northern diamondback terrapins, and it specifically spreads public awareness for beachgoers, fishermen, and the like as to responsible crabbing, in particular to prevent bycatch and unintended capture of certain species, and obviously they are turtles, and unfortunately just last weekend we did have a turtle observed on the bayfront, which the Marine Mammal Screening Center was advised about, and they're conducting the test on the site. They already did, and we expect to have some input from them momentarily. And I know this came about through some research in the Recreation Committee. I don't know if anyone wants to, it seems like a very positive recommendation.
Putting out of both of the docks, Fifth Avenue and 14th, where people go crabbing, because it's really about educating people about which crabs they can take and can't take and the appropriate size. And a lot of people come and they have no idea. I've just, share with Karen offline some like formatting issues on the sign so that it makes it less like wordy. But I'm in support of it because I think the students there at Mates do a great job. It's part of their research. She's a local student from Lavallette, and I think it, can't hurt. We have that big sign on Fifth. Hopefully it can go on that big board and not be a separate individual sign, and somewhere on 14th that fits.
That they can see it. We don't currently have anything close to this down there now, so I think this is very much worthwhile for all the reasons that Gina mentioned, and especially for the high school students who are getting this all together, and taking the initiative to put something up like this to educate, our residents and other crabbers and everything down there. And this, when you look at the bullet points, there's a lot of things on here that people, probably don't know until they read this, so, yep.
It may be worth mentioning that the commercial style crab pot requires a license, so.
So is everybody in agreement to go ahead with that and
Yes.
have that signage put in as quickly as possible?
I'll go along with it, but I personally think we have too many signs in town. Nobody buys by them anyway. We got no sign, no dogs on the boardwalk, nobody obeys them. And this, if you drive down Central Avenue, you put your headlights on, you think you're in,
Newark Runway.
North Runway. And you put another sign on, and nobody's gonna abide by anyway.
When we're doing the children's crab fishing tournament, a lot of people come up and ask what
not
is
saying
the
they-
size regulation.
Councilman, you are correct, but some people, there's a lot of signs on the boardwalk, no dogs allowed on the boardwalk.
This license.
I understand, but how, you got okay, I can't argue that.
I agree with you about too many signs. I just
That's
think
eye pollution.
signs.
Signs,
It's a song.
everywhere a sign.
Yeah.
Don't do this, do that. I mean, we can put a sign up.
It is a song, yes.
That was a song, well, that was a good song, but that was years ago. So, I was a good song, everywhere a
I
sign,
remember, yeah.
everywhere a sign.
Yes.
Let's do that,
We can take down some others in lieu of.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
We'll go have a sign prioritization program.
Good idea.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Councilman.
Anything else from council on the work session? If
You
not,
had
we'll
one
go
more.
into the audience.
We
If
take
there are
one
any
peek.
public comments on any work session items, if anyone has them, if they could give their name and
I
residence.
think item E. Item E.
Oh, I did, I apologize, because my eyes. And that is a resolution supporting the restoration of the energy tax receipts to municipalities. That came about, there's input, a cover letter from the League of Municipalities, and those monies had been not appropriated for fiscal year 2026 and significantly reduced from what had been promised and anticipated as per the statute and prior regulations for this fiscal year in the budget. And it's a resolution going around among various other towns and counties. Any opposition to that? That too is on the regular meeting agenda.
No opposition at all.
No, that's fine.
Anything else from council for the work session? Hearing none, I'll go into the audience. If there are any public comments on any work session items, if anyone has them, if they could give their name and address into the record. And I do see, no, I don't see a hand.
Sorry.
So, okay.
You're not intimidated by the.
There being no public comment, I would close the public portion. I'd entertain a motion from the council to take a very brief recess, and then we will begin our regular meeting. So moved. Motion by Councilmember Abigail, second by Councilmember Rotunda. Roll call?
Councilmember Anfield?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Councilmember Condos?
Yes.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Take a brief recess and begin our